Hello there, Pisces. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Pisces for August of 2019, 8 months into the year. It's flying by, isn't it? Well, for everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck for the overall view of the month, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading, hopefully to bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so look at your moon, or I am an empath, look at your moon. I am an empath. I have a speech pattern. Obviously, I don't know how to talk, but I have a speech pattern that makes me speak as if I'm you while I'm doing the reading, makes all us Pisces named Frankie for the time of the reading. Now, go look at your moon sign and rising sign, gives you a more comprehensive view of the month. And I also don't think the cards will go week by week. I think they're going to be blending in and out throughout the month. It's kind of like an overall theme. Now, I have a short message for us, and I keep hearing like, good job, Pisces. I think it's like a leftover from last month. Something about us is getting noticed by people, like the noticed for my accomplishments. Well, every accomplishment I make, I work my can off for, right? So, well, as we go forward, just remember, take a break, take some time, and go have some fun, so that we can spend some time and kind of be out of the pat on the back and into the joy and enjoyment of what's coming. And I'm saying it that way because our words are kindness, purpose, brotherhood, sisterhood, light, and joy. So if I've been taking on the load, it's time that it's going to get a little lighter, and I'll be happy, and there'll be family and people around me that I can like celebrate with and get taken care of for a little while, because what we all can't always have our nose to the grindstone all the time, right? Because our first one card here is we have shown up in our own reading. The Queen of Cups right on the bottom of the deck. I was like, wow, well, that's good. And we have excellent cards here too also to go with this. So this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio type energy. So if it's not us showing up in our own reading, for a lot of us that won't be, but the reading itself, we have really good cards here. So I'm thinking for some of us it just may be us, but this is like the really best mother kind of energy that you ever had. It's a affectionate, loving. It can be male or female. Affectionate, loving. How do I want to say her? For she could be a friend. She can be a lover. She could be whether be your wife, be your husband, that kind of energy. But someone who is really wise in the ways of love and in the ways of the human heart is what they're saying. Her attitude's like really he or she, their attitude is really receptive and approachable. um, any person, I gotta say it like that because these are general readings, that is kindly to us, and in our life, it's usually someone with a water sign, energy around her, but it just could signify someone that we really love, you know, care, and people that really, really care about us. They are, I'm keep saying she because I'm looking at a female face here, creative. They have, they're like, they could be an artist, they have visionary tendencies. So they're highly clairvoyant, psychic ability is very highly developed. And it's very accurate. But I did it again. They temper it, right? Because it can be a man too. They temper it with maturity and mature judgment. So if it's us, ourself, that's in, and this means us, right? I think we would be highly intuitive this month. Not that we aren't always, but it would be like extra enhanced. And if it's not a person, it could concern some kind of type of a creative endeavor that we're working towards, or a circumstance that had some type of emotional tone to it that was going to be very, very positive for us. So I don't know, some of us this will be work, and actually there's two people cards in here. For some of us it can be love, and based on another two cards I'm seeing here, it could be break up from one relationship and into another good relationship, because right under it is the Knight of Pentacles, and that would be another people type of energy for us. But all in all, this is if it's us or if it's someone else around us. They care about us. We can trust them. It's a nurturing, helpful type of energy. Anything that we needed to the best of their ability, they'd be coming forward and helping us with. And that's not, we don't get that a lot, but we have that together with kindness and joy and sisterhood, brotherhood. So if it's someone outside of us, her purpose would be to support us in whatever manner that we needed from them, because our next energetics here is the Six of Swords. So this is moving away from from our troubles, getting them behind us. It's a beginning of a new phase in our life. After a time of upheaval is the way I'm being told to say it to us. It's like we've stabilized whatever situation was going on, and we would be feeling a new peace of mind around it. It's the calm after the storm, and it's in a period of like smooth sailing, with relatively few problems, a time of like regeneration, harmony, where there there's no tension around us, right? New friends, new relationships come into our life, and they're ones that we can trust. Because the Queen of Swords and the next energy that's coming up here, or the Queen of Cups and the next energy that's coming up here, I just can't talk today, can I? It would point to this, right? So it's like being after suffering, we're back in the harness with ourself, and we're feeling like fine. We feel together. It like it can mean a move or a journey over water. Maybe when we get together with our friends, we'll go somewhere by the water where we're happy. And because even if we didn't know the destination, in this card, the person in front of here does not know where they're going, but the water's choppy over here on the bottom, and it's smooth over on the other side, the new place that she's going for. So even if the destination's like unknown, the effects of the move may be like uncertain. It's got that kind of energy around it, but it means that luck is on our side, and anything we choose to change, right, it is going to go very smoothly, calmly, purposefully, and take us out on the other side of it. It's going to take us out into like a better type of energy than we've been in for, I want to say, quite a while, you know? Like quite a while. A better energy than we've been in for quite a while, you know? And it's a happy type of place, or a happy type of energetics that goes around it. And I'm saying it in that way because then our next card here is another people card once again. So we have these two people, and underneath our Queen of Cups energy, we have the Knight of Pentacles energy, which is really nice type of energy also, you know? It's like that calm, stable energy that is like steady, that kind of thing, you know, and I like that for all of us. I do. And I'm saying it because now we have another people, right? Now we have the Knight of Rods, Knight of Wands. I don't know why they changed that, but this knight is not like the knight that's going to fight. Usually he's on a horse and going towards some kind of encounter, and he's going to go to a jousting match versus fighting. So this particular knight is a messenger that brings really good news to us. It usually concerns work or social activities like that, and he's like glad, and he brings us these crazy tidings that relate to any happily anticipated event. Sometimes, like he's the knight on the white horse to me. Sometimes the one in the shining armor, but he actually doesn't have armor on. He's going to put on a show or whatever. It can mean a happy event, like a journey, a vacation. I think that all goes with our original message, a change of residence or a job. It can be an engagement. It can be um, a marriage. If it's a specific person, right? It's fire energy. So that's going to be Leo, Aries, Sag type energy, male or female, right? They could be a younger person. They don't necessarily have to be, but they would have the exact same qualities as the king and queen of rods, which means they will be loyal, trustworthy, faithful, honest, honorable, true, and on our side all the time. They'd stand with us. So it means that whatever message, this good tidings that we're getting from this, whatever message that comes to us can be trusted because it's right. It can be trusted, and they said to say that again, because it's right. You know, sometimes because we're so intuitive ourselves, you know, we do that little, what do I want to say, heads up to make sure, you know, like if somebody's saying something to us or coming to us with some type of a message, we're going to say heads up because I've already been looking into this. How do I want to say it? I've already been looking into this situation myself personally, you know, and I didn't think it was going to go in the manner that it did. But when they bring it, it is the way it's going to go. So I can trust it. It's straightforward. It's honest. It's true. It could be a new lover, you know, or a new friend coming into my life, a new partner coming into my life. But I know they had my back, just like this Queen of Cups energy, have my back. But I have to do, there's always a little glip in there, or glitch, isn't there, Pisces, in our readings. Now we got the Two of Swords, and this is like a woman blinded, you know, because the swords are crossed across her chest. The moon's above her, which can be nothing is fully illuminated because it's just a portion of the moon. It's a situation where it appears, and they want me to stress the word appears. It appears to be impossible to move forward. So it's a period of stasis, maintaining a situation like in a state of balance by ignoring any of the underlying tension that exists. It's like an uncomfortable position to be in, but the person isn't ready to speak about it or do anything about it. Because, you know, if we think about the Eight of Swords energy, the whole face is covered. They can't even speak. This one has their mouth uncovered, so they could speak if they wanted to. So it means there is um, the need to speak up, communicate about the circumstances that are involved. It's like a couple who doesn't really get along, but they're putting up the perfect facade to the outside world because there's a determination to pretend that everything's all right. I think about a couple all the time going out to dinner, together with their friends, and they're talking and laughing and having this gay old time. Then they go home and don't even speak to each other. He goes in the bedroom, she goes and watches TV, and it's like that till the next time they go out. So, if we think about this, a determination to pretend that everything is okay, it's fine, psychologically, that's called denial. So, eventually, however, all the change must take place, right? Or the continued tension that this choice that I have to make becomes unbearable, right? So the choice is available. What we do is take off the blindfold. We got two swords here. We take off the blindfold and, we look it squarely, we look it honestly in the eye, and we make the choice. We make the change. Because if we are unwilling to make changes or choices on our own, and then sometimes, a lot of times, they get made for us. And if there's one thing we Pisces don't want or like or appreciate, it is change being made for us and not by us. So, as quiet as we normally are, this month we're going to have to speak up. Because all of our cards, if we want something to change, we're going to change it. All of our cards are excellent. We got all this support here going on in this reading. And look at this. Now we get the Three of Pentacles. That's like success. It's time to turn our skills into profit. It can mean, and it means success is assured, and it means that we've already developed a skill or a profession or some kind of trade. This card, it usually shows two other people down here on, like underneath him. He's standing up, do it because he's so good at what he does, right? And sometimes they're usually conferring with him because he knows his job so well, right? So, and they're usually talking to him about some type of future action that they have to make, like a cooperation in a business thing or a team or venture or something like that. It means we have the marketable skills, we're preparing ourselves for action in the real world, probably promotions, or maybe some of us just got out of school and we're going to start, like down here, doing our purpose, and have people on board that know how good or qualified we are for those us that are still working, because some of us, we maybe have just recently graduated with this card, or we're going back to school, like to upgrade our skills or our knowledge, or to change our career. But it means we're enterprising, we are we're enterprising, we're interested in some kind of a particular area of commerce. Maybe some of us are going to start investing, those of us that are retired, or a specific trade or a specific business. But it means we can anticipate like a rise in prestige and earnings, money, things like that. And I think it's because we're being helped along, and because we need to take off that blindfold and figure out what is it that we truly want, so we can bring that, our words here, kindness, light, joy, and purpose into our own lives. And we have the brotherhood, sisterhood energy because we have three people energies in this reading. If we think about the Knight of Pentacles that are supportive of us. So I don't know where this is going to come down or what area of our lives. And like I said, it could be, love relationships and coming out of denial, maybe thinking, I'm going to go forward, and the choice is leaving, a relationship and, going back to do something that I love. And with the Six of Swords energy here, I'd be able to do it because all my troubles would be going behind me. I like it. I like it for us. It shows that this month, it's like we're on the right path. We're getting the opportunity to move forward and away from the things that have held us back. And I think it means through the choice that we've made, right? Choices that we've made. Good gravy here. We got the opportunity to forgive card. So, being as we got that, don't be in denial. Take off the blindfold and whatever it is that's holding us back, right? From our light, our joy, the kindness to ourselves, and our purpose. We have this movement forward energy. Take it. It says this situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release any negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. That goes with our word there. We will help you to release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies and lift you up to a higher place of peace and compassion. That's a beautiful card to go with this. I do know, when we get this kind of energy, it's a harder choice because it's a choice that we have to take off the blindfold and look squarely in the eye, whether it's something that we're personally holding ourselves back from, or a boss, could be holding ourselves back from, is what I'm thinking, or a partner could be holding us back in some manner, and we're not going to allow it, anymore. That's the way Spirit's saying it to me. The angels sent you this card because they see you've grown weary of recurring negative patterns in your life. To break the cycle, it's important for you to release old toxic thoughts about current situations and relationship. You can do this by breathing deeply and on each exhalation, giving your fears, worries, angers, and other painful emotions to the angels. Forgiveness doesn't mean you're condoning the other person's behavior. It just means you're unwilling to carry toxic feelings and thoughts about him or her. Release, be free, and experience positive patterns through forgiveness. Avoid blaming yourself or others. As you release anger, a creative resolution to the situation will appear. There are hidden blessings in this relationship and situation, so focus upon desire instead of fear and judgment. Wow. And take off the blindfold. Look at what is holding me back. Well, Pisces, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all, thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me or just go neb about me, all of the information's down below the screen. If you need to set an appointment with me, all the information to do that is down below the screen at the website. There's 2 short videos over there too at the website. They're like 5 minutes. They explain the prayer class and the suture class I put out there for you. Prayer class is very comprehensive. It explains how to format them and why you do it that way. It's 2.5 hours long. The sutras are thought forms you put in a simple meditation, takes 5 minutes a day, and enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. But the videos are over there that explain them. And everybody I met through 3 whole years of doing YouTubes, and all of you I've met through 31 years of doing this work. I want to tell you all it's been an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.